This is the attachment of Svaadar. It's the bottommost part of the machine that is meant to go deep inside manholes. Its main function is to declog the blockages and anything that clogs up the sewer lines. So these are the blades which will be rotating at a high speed to declog the manholes and sewer lines. And this is just a protective shield around it to firstly protect the walls of the sewer lines so that at any point the blades don't cut into them and damage them. And secondly, it also acts as a catchment area for any blockages so that blockages that aren't properly cut down do not pass through. Only minor pieces and water and sewage fluid can pass through. Next, we have the motor out here, which is encased in a small pipe. This is just to provide it more stability. Before I attached the pipe, the motor used to look like this. And now we have this motor, which is attached to a wire. This is just a temporary wire, but the wire in fact would be very long so that it can reach the surface. And now we have the different pipes that are going to be used to connect this. So firstly, we have this pipe which will be glued with an adhesive fevistick out here, and this will hold the motor in place. Obviously the wire extending through it. After this, depending on the blockage in the manhole, the manual scavenger who will be operating this machine would either want the machine to be in this orientation vertically or in a horizontal orientation. Therefore, if a horizontal orientation is required, we have a 90-degree coupling in the form of this, which has already been attached to a pipe, and this coupling would then just require to be attached to the motor like this, allowing it easily to be held in a horizontal position. And if the vertical position is required, we obviously replace those with straight couplings. So therefore, in this way, we have two different types of couplings attaching this all the way to the top. In testing, we have noticed that the motor does tend to vibrate a little, and this causes a part of this machine to vibrate. However, we believe with the attachment of these pipes providing more stealthiness and the manual scavenger at the top holding it together, it will provide more stability. There is also a part in the initial design where we have rails at the top which are attached firmly to the ground and hold the entire machine in place. However, that part is yet to be implemented, and we thought it would be best to implement them after the first trials. Thank you. So just as a side note, this is how I acquired the parts for my first prototype. These three blades were originally from a worn out kitchen mixer grinder that my mom happily gave to me, and I got them welded together because this is the shape that I wanted. This covering that you can see out here, this covering shield, this is actually a old kitchen fruit basket which my mom again donated to me. Now this is a DC 9-watt motor which I had bought from an electrical supplier, and this is an extra PVC pipe scrap which I had got from a nearby store. Now these pipes are actually all these three pipes plus the small one out here together are one 10-meter long pipe which you have to buy together, and I got them cut into these particular shapes, and along with them obviously I bought these couplings, these three couplings, so that I could have them get attached together. So yeah, that's how I got my materials for Svaadar.